everybody, here is another question for I'm a female filmmaker, ask me anything. And this question comes from Samantha. She says, what do you find to be the most challenging as a director and how do you handle it? I guess it depends on the day. But if I had to give you one answer, and I think this is universal for creative people and maybe just humans in general, it's keeping up confidence. Because, at least in filmmaking, this is a profession where you're sort of judged based on people's opinions, and that can get very dangerous very quickly for one's confidence. And me personally, I'm a writer-director, and I feel most comfortable editing. So I've wanted to be a director since I was 16, and then I found writing. Writing comes less naturally to me, I think, than both editing and directing, but it's something that is exhilarating for me. I was not a reader growing up, so I think like writing, spelling and grammar are 100% my weakest link when it comes to writing. I am right now struggling the most with structure. That's what I'm learning. I have only written one feature-length screenplay, and I plan to direct that. So I'm trying to get that structure as nailed down as possible. I think that's the kind of thing that takes a long time to really figure out. Luckily for me, I have edited 2 indie features and worked to help perfect the structure of those films, but after they've been written, so that's written and shot. So that's a very different thing. So for me, it's sort of on a daily basis trying to tell myself, yes, you are good at this. You can't really harp on yourself for not being where you want to be tomorrow or next year or in 5 years. You have to do something with what you have now, or else 5 years from now isn't going to matter because you haven't been practicing. Sometimes as an artist, I feel like I get in a very perfectionist zone, and that can help when it comes to finishing a product. But there's a fine line when you are developing it, because if you don't ever stop, then you won't ever start making it. So in the writing process, I'm trying to perfect things, and I've been writing this for 1.5 years, and the concept trailer sort of proves that myself and the team that I gather around me can produce something that looks pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. But that's very different than a whole feature, and I realize that. So at some point we have to just not throw in the towel, but know when it's right to put something down and move towards the next step. Because there will always be movies after this, and people will always be judging you, and there will be critics in your audience and your family and friends and other peers who are filmmakers who will both like and hate and sort of like what you do. And you just have to say, well, as long as I'm doing what I want to be doing, eventually I'm going to find that audience that cares about that. I really, truly think that for pretty much any art out there, there is an audience. Just some audiences are harder to find than others, and some are more passionate than others, and some are willing to pay more money than others. But if you figure out what yours is, over the years you can hone in on that and be able to give your work to them, not necessarily cater to them what they want creatively, but what you want to say, and then find the people that want to hear that, want to take that in. So yeah, to recap, I think one of the most challenging things as a director is keeping up confidence when you're in control of this thing that's larger than yourself, and saying that, yes, I am the leader of this, and I have to continue to actually do it to its full potential. Thanks for the question.